And a very good afternoon to you. What a lovely day it is here in England.
Oh, is it? I don't know. I'm in a studio with no windows. I can't see a thing.
Well, it's a typical Scottish summer. The rain is pouring down. It's
Oh.
a dank, dark sky. It's enough to lift the spirit, so it is.
Oh, so it is indeed. I'll tell you what, so it is indeed. I've got that many people, your fans. As soon as I told them I'm going to be having a chat with you, it went bonkers here.
I'll say
Absolutely.
hello to all those people who have called you. Hello, everyone.
Well,
Nice here.
can I actually just tell you just quickly, like, these people, like, some of them, they're not in England. There's Karen, Kathy and Bev in Australia.
Hi.
There's Sherpa in Spain.
Hi. That's hi.
Hi.
Down under.
and,
In Spain.
yeah, and there's Emmy and Helen and Kathy in Japan.
Fantastic. Hello, everyone from Japan.
And one up here, I think there's Julie and Anne as well in England, and I think someone up in Scotland as well. And
Wow.
that's just a little snippet of the people who've been through to me today.
Yeah.
As soon as he said, oh, Les, I said, oh, yeah, okay. I will try and find out if he's got time. You can say hello. And thank you very much for doing that, Les, anyway. Oh, okay, I don't think you know me.
No, it's not a problem.
I know. It's just like speaking to you. It's really appreciated because I know you're on tour now. You've been on tour since September, is that right?
Yeah, we've been on the road. We've been having some fantastic results at the concerts. Really great. It feels like it's 1974, 75 all over again. Everybody's just aged just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Including myself. But the fun and happy times are still there, which is the important thing.
Well, that's it. That's the thing which I always say, like, because I always think, like, music is like a time capsule. It doesn't matter what the track is or when it is. It can be a time capsule for anyone and everyone.
You're absolutely right. It has the power to transport us back.
That's
happy
right.
times.
I was actually, just a quick one here. Do you keep in contact with any of your ex-members of the original Bases Your Rollers?
Oh, we're often using modern technology to stay in touch
Yeah.
with emails and such like.
Uh-huh.
We're still involved in some business together.
Oh, brilliant.
So we don't, let's say we don't play
No.
in a band together anymore because most of the guys don't really play anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm out there flying the BCR flag all across the world, and it's really successful.
Well, I'm seeing all some of the places you've played there: Japan, Russia, America, Australia, New Zealand. These are just phenomenal. And I did actually meet up with one of your ex pals, Eric.
Oh, he's a great guy.
I actually
the other day we had reason to be on the phone. A conference call with our American lawyer. So, yeah, we were chatting away while we were waiting on other people coming into the conference call.
Oh, brilliant.
He sounds great. He's very happy.
He is, yeah.
Doing his own thing.
Yeah, I actually met him. He was doing a gig where I live on a place called the Wirral. And a friend of mine was doing a set alongside him, and when they said, like, Eric was playing, like, and they said, like, from the Bases Your Rollers, and all these women were coming in with the tartan scarves tied round the wrist and the tartan skirts on and everything like that, and I was like, whoa, yeah. And,
it's a phenomenon that never dies. It really does.
It doesn't.
The fans have been so good to us over the years, stick with us, saw us through thick and thin, the highs and the lows, and they're still there, enjoying the concerts, enjoying the songs. It's brilliant.
Well, I was hopefully going to get to the gig you had in Edinburgh this summer, just gone. You had a big...
There was a what do you call a fan fest up there in Edinburgh. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah,
that was cool. That was great fun.
Well, the reason behind that is, like, my son actually lives up in Scotland, but he lives over on the west side. He lives in a place called Dunoon.
All right, Dunoon, that little island. Of Glasgow.
That's right. Yeah, Greenock way. So
Costa del Glasgow.
Yeah, so he lives over there. But look at some of the things here. The album's release 300 million. Whoa!
Unbelievable.
Exactly. And I was reading the other thing about how your manager at the time wasn't exactly a nice guy, was he?
No.
No, the money
He was a horrible piece of work.
Yeah.
And that's well documented. We don't have to dwell on
we don't have to have, like, the
nastiness, do we?
No, you did all the graft.
That's right. Let's lift this conversation.
Yeah.
Away from
of course, like,
despair into the exalted beauty of happiness.
Of course, indeed, like, you know what I mean? Because I see the things, like, you know, you're 18 when you joined the band.
I just turned 18, yeah. It was about 6 days after my 18th birthday, yeah.
And then you put into, like, the Bay City Rollers, and then it just went boom, didn't it? Just so, you know, from there, you know, to America and everything like that, like, you know. So it was, I suppose it was, like, so much to take on.
It was. There was a lot of things outside of playing music live that I didn't agree with me, let's say, so I'm happy I'm back in my element, which is being on stage with a band singing, you know. That's what I always dreamed of since I was about 5 years old.
Well,
I've been doing it since they invited me to leave school, and I'm still happy doing it now today. Well, I can't believe how lucky I am.
Yeah, well, do you know what I would say? Like, because I'm not a singer, far from it. I'm not a singer at all. Like, I do my radio show here on a community radio show, and it's in the heart. I think once you've lost that in the heart, you might as well just forget about doing it.
I absolutely agree with you there.
You know, I always think, like, you know, if it's there, and it's the music inside of me has been there since I was like 15. I've got an older brother, like, who was in a rock band, and he played with some, like, big rock bands back in the 70s. He played with, like, people like Deep Purple and Status Quo and people like that. And he always said that to me. He said, you know, when you go on stage, he says, you know, every time I go on stage, he says, it's that got that feeling. He says, I don't sort of like just go on stage and just think, oh well, so what? He said, I just love to play to the music, to the people out there, the fans.
Well, that's right. That's the way it's got to be, and that's the way it's got to be.
Well, that's it. Like, and I've seen a few things on YouTube that you've done, and you can see the fans' faces just light up, as they've done here today. They've come through to me and saying, "Oh, Les, yeah, oh, please just let them know, like, we're here." Do you know what I mean? So, you know, 40 years on, Les, you know, you've got it. You know what they say.
Well, it's the fans that keep me at it, so I'm glad of that. That's for sure.
Well, that's right. You know, it keeps them where they can be in this, as we were saying, like, you know, at that time capsule. And but like, there's a part here which says, like, after you left the Bay City Rollers, you were on a band called Ego Trip.
That's right.
And I like
the McEwen's Ego Trip. That was the band I made after the Bay City Rollers. I just thought, ego most people associate ego with the negativity, but it can be a very positive, powerful force as well. Yeah.
I've seen that. Well, you actually wrote that down. He said, you know, as you thinking, like, you know, thinking, no, I'm on an ego trip here.
That's right.
And you look on both sides of the coin, sort of thing.
That's right. I used to have, my favourite saying is, I'm joining them. I had, if you can't join them, beat them.
That's it. Well, why not? Like, you know, if you're being like that, that's like, you know what I mean? It shows how strong you are, strong-willed, because I've read through quite a few of the things here, like, which you've been through the last 40 years, like, and you're still here with us, and, you know, your fans appreciate that, do you know? Include myself.
Great.
You know, it really is great. So to now, is the music? Do you? I know you do all the classic Bay City Rollers. Do you put anything new material in as well?
No, we don't. It's purely a celebration of 1974, 75, and a little bit of 76. It really is just celebrating the really brilliant time of the Bay City Rollers. That was the period from January 74 up until Alan left the band, which was, well, I can't remember if that was like early 76, I think, or mid 76.
Yeah.
Those were the golden period when we were the band and we were all together, and it was us painting the world tar, and that was the Fab Five, you might call it. Well, and that was the best time. And once Alan left the band, it kind of started a long kind of period of population.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I do like is the name which was given to the nickname is the Rollermania. And it's still today, isn't it? It's still today. And how I found a lot of this, as you've got your roller fans, I have a lot of fans on here who are like Mark Bolan T-Rex fans as well.
Yeah.
And they're just as fanatical as the Bay City Roller fans.
Well, a lot of the Mark Boland fans and T-Rex fans like the Rollers because we used to be on his show. He used to be on our show.
That's right. Yeah, of
Mark
course.
had his own show. We had Shang-a-Lang show, and we were good mates back then. And
right.
So there's a bit of a crossover there. Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually went to this thing down in London 2 years ago because it was 35 years since he passed away.
Aye, it's a long time, isn't it?
It certainly is. Like, and I've got to meet quite a few celebrities, Lindsay DePaul.
But his music is still loved today as much as it ever was.
It is, and that's the thing is, like, they celebrate it every year. They have these things every these bops and stuff like that. But going back to, as you say, the Bay City Rollers, as you say, like 73 to 78, and going touring around the world. Is your band now? The legendary Bay City Rollers, are you doing world tours with them as well?
Well, we're the new originals now. We've been doing this so long, so people, Bay City Roller fans, have kind of adopted the guys in this band. They've adopted Si as kind of, the guys that are in the Rollers these days, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I was going to say their names because I got them down there: Si, Alex, Phil, and Scott. Had them written down there just to make sure. Like, and I'd see, Anna, because I know you're going to get off very shortly. And I really, really, really do appreciate you've been listening to us and doing this for us. I've seen where you're actually playing some of the gigs locally. You're actually playing the Green Rooms in Liverpool, Ricky Tomlinson's.
Oh, yeah, we do that quite a lot. We love that guy, so he books us quite a lot to come up there, actually.
He's actually just got the freedom of the city of Liverpool.
Oh, well done, him.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Yeah, he got that about 3 weeks ago. I was like thinking, do you know what? I'll just... I have to try and get hold of him because I've met him quite a few times, like on different occasions.
Oh, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. I love him.
He's just so. I'll give out the quick dates where you're playing.
Sure.
Yeah, you're doing Sunday, November the 2nd, and that's at the Rill Pavilion. The 2nd of November, 16th of November, that's in Runcorn Brindley Theatre. That's just down the road for me here. It's just basically like a stone's throw. And the Green Room, and that's on the 23rd of November in Liverpool. I'm going to try and get over and meet you. I really am going to try and get over and try to meet you there.
Yeah, come round and do an interview with the guys. It'd be great.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. And you're playing? Is it in Lincoln you're playing tonight?
We're playing in Boston, in Lincolnshire. Yeah.
In Lincolnshire, yeah. I wasn't too sure.
Every time I put Boston in my Google Maps, it gives me Boston in America and adds about 3,000 miles to my journey.
It's lucky you're not
taking. Why doesn't Google know that we've got Boston here in the UK?
I was going to say, it's lucky you're not in a taxi then, isn't it?
I know.
You'll be said. Just said to Katha, Julie, Anne, and Emma, and Helen. I'm saying like they were just so made up that you said hello to them. They just come through to me now.
Absolutely great. It's great to have such great fans that care about what we're doing and come along and support us.
And it's like these people, as I said, like these people all over. Can't believe them all over the world, like, but yeah, they are, and they're so loyal to you, like, and hats off to you there, Les. Hats off to you. And you have, should I say, a fantastic gig tonight.
I will. It's going to be a great night in Boston.
It is. Boston, England, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. Now, listen, it's been great chatting with you. I absolutely appreciate you having me on the show and taking the time to mention those girls' names.
Of course, no problem, Les.
We're going to get back on the road now. It's o'clock, so we won't drive too fast, of course.
No, don't you dare drive too fast.
Conditions.
And hopefully I'll see you on the 23rd of November at the Green.
That'll be fantastic. Bring along your tape recorder.
I will do indeed. Thanks very much there. Les McEwen.
Cheerio.
Bye for now.
Bye. Bye.